All right, good evening. Welcome to Inside Kotoko. So Nawa, Mohammed Oba. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now enjoy amazing content I serve on this particular platform. Well, yeah, sure. Someone has free Kotoko and not defeat no and in same P and then defeat na kwachichi in same P na ba. The beating run is over. Those who are calling for the head of the coach, a whole lot. Our
sir,
early days to call for the sacking of Zitana.
Yeah, early days. For me, I think that team name here rather some injection in terms of adding up some one or two qualities to the attack. No, because BNM say the main problem of this Asante Kotoko team is attack. No, and I think that if they get good attackers. They should be good to go. They should be good. Yeah. I think so.
I'm out for a hit, is it?
I'm out for a problem. On one kasa kafa about how injuries has been ruining his season. Almost 10 players injury, and waka about fatigue, traveling in and out, outstanding games. Wako Accra, only vision about Abba, only young apostle via Boli, or Cop Samatex, Otiase from Samatex, Noasa Twasu, Kobo Holy Stars, and all those things. At least some people will never buy these arguments. I'm only say they be so virus and materials on the But for me, I think there is early days yet. Rather, some few additions in a club in here, just to make sure say improvement, especially anymore.
January
the inch be a because December never be remi and 27th. And what it means in just about 3 days from now. In November, every year December. So just after December, 1 month in between. And mind you, AFCON and count, so we can have the chance to make an up at least those league number because we have calendar to complete. FA Cup fixtures were as I said by around May we World Cup so and imagine say players now mobile can Premier League in chance. I a part of Black Stars setup. Imagine be a club here per Liga. Now you see a free camp or Black Stars camp at the president about as I say to me be a calendar year. So I think that the coach should be happy say January is coming to his rescue. Especially when making sure say Obenya at least few additions a board team going forward.
It be a skeptical, including myself, because last year January transfer was not really the best. Meduku, Minta, Majete, Sifa, Akwesi Asante, Benjamin Chum. The reference for now, okay, Kwame. Kwame. Still never say what you breaking the team from the January transfer.
I completely agree with you.
How?
But Sifa was not bad.
Yes, Sifa was decent,
bad,
but currently he's not with the team.
Yeah, I think that is left to Togo.
Yeah, Togo.
Ajete at least 1 or 2 games be Ukayo Kotoko Brekum Chelsea scoring the match winner and the likes. But honestly, last season January transfer honest, it was woeful. It was honestly.
So how do they prevent a repeat of that?
But it is I'm meant to ready 2 guys be from Ivory Coast and it's actually 2 guys from Cameroon. So all these things in a war. But the problem is who don't at least or a foreign player. The question is, so the foreign player bar. Or you be or the improvement share the team in Mukina or you be or far better than or more honey because near those were boy. Say Ebiana Edebe could be because I come here and
okay.
Because near those who have added up, you will necessarily be brave. Yes, you foreign players are lighting up the Premier League, especially Kotoko front. The Ahmed Touris, the Bellas, the Fegis, the Sonny Yakubas, and the Stephen Deshi Mukwalas. At least, Omono Baba Picture said they are proving. But the those way, and when the Bemo being so say, yeah, the foreign player bar, and then the Bemo be a especially expectations are quite high. Now in the middle of the season, when you so player be banging the goose now ama what me prosecute agenda of winning the Premier League.
That means you can't get it wrong this time.
That's it.
And you need somebody or less time for adaptation.
Yes, there should be no room for failure, and it should be someone who is going to hit the ground running. Because Kwame Poku Ba last season came out because now about that point I bet April. Obaya, yes, he hit the ground running, scoring or comedy man share against Gold Stars, so I share banging the goals through democracy, FA Cup. He was scoring left, right, center against Accelerate, FA Cup, and all those things. He was scoring. So the player of
the caliber,
like the caliber of position now. So would you be bad? As a so you or buy ya.
Never so
and
now a must through foreign. Locally, so no. Even if Obi are available, is their club willing to sell? Also becomes another issue.
Apart from willing to sell, is the player even willing to come? That's
January.
That's another thing altogether. But I think I wouldn't know. But I think some Atakumi should be good to go if the club can at least make a chase. Both Gold Stars, meet them halfway through, get their demands. Any among Jojo. Savings and make arrangements. So we must 70-80% bring him on board. I think he can deliver because at least he has proven within our local palace.
That's a bad thing, big headache.
And also a big
headache. Look at someone foreign any team. One say Ojina ye biano. A striker be biano. So be Johnny January some Bragana no say asem.
And we asem for.
To dia go back kunya striker be a samano. 1 or 2 issues been to a mobile and not tiffy. As I say, any panukra buy or be shama on so no.
And we say another thing altogether. So I think that for me, I think that looking forward, no, say a foreigner now the bad idea, making sure so you'll be on imbo. Making sure so you'll be on your rusty. On your fena say ube over be adapted to the situation. But you'll be out by ya didn't chance ya na or chene out the result.
Yes, no.
But say ube say Kobani say fena over be adapted. Then what it means say you've went back to square one. Then it merely becomes a constant job.
Well, yeah, to answer so last of the kwene a question on contracts and extension of the players. Because a moment they are 1 year now, talking about Mohamed Kamara, he's a key figure of the
Kotoko less than a year.
Less than a year. Samba Apollo, Ansu, Ekau, Intimenu, Emmanuel Korte, Peter Miduakwa, Babayaya. These are all players at the end of the season. I'm a contract a bit me. Now the question is, bisa lawyers are fudukono. I want to inspire a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Meaning say he was being careful with his response. A lawyer say, in common many players ne dini say, almost remranti ene pa. Omni omakasa say, kemranti ene ntiasie. Na Kotoko at this point is ready to do business with any club. But mranti ene ntiasie so the more extended. Now, whenever they get a good offer,
dealer,
and that is what we are suffering. And then the lawyer and me and country say, Kotoko sign we, and now we are to personal terms, I say, and now we are to even the amount of exchanging we are to say. Your kinds of Kotoko, there are 2 and it's almost wrong. Send your medical freedom on chain on Kotoko, any BB, and from. Let's go and listen to Lawyer Safuduku and how he explained the contract issues. Generalizing our Yabana Yababe adwin or contract on system. Lawyer Safuduku on our part sports. Yenti this year.
And no, say you start engagement with those players involved. At least one moment every 1 year, ever family. I ever say you maintain no more, you know more casa. But the woman say. That thing we are on this wedding was over to Kai. I'll call elsewhere. Because when Zobenia Sika Kessie, Eddie Abel establishing home. Who's a man for call on Zubukumi. And no, who's to put ye. I don't think there's a single player oh you Ghana had more because say when you going to no matter the destination and that factors no should be established it the say some compa the contract will have to be renewed so the Kotoko will also get something your mom say yes we are investing in you it the munya bibi na Kotoko be bibi no so I do say proposals enko tables na omo consider see bet me reach agreement here so that at any given time so I say contract ne ba na ebe your best interest ni Kotoko nyina yes to put so emanenko in fact at times you no before say I never you no play an club no kra I didn't come out with it how can we be play an tiase
o kware tariba players na
omo e dia mama say e ba e mama ko ni mumu no they should renew your contract na Kotoko so omo ko mo say in the name of Kotoko nso nya bibi
kan say ba be mo ko
no sometimes we say a difficult so prevent players so man into kwai in the worst case obviously okay mate no renew contract and here the contract no run out I work a free agent and you lose to be severally examples no
that was last afuduku minim how wa would tie no ubenya assurance afa. Now before I move on to other things, there was a conversation on Fabu Census and attendance weekend Kotoko but Midiama in the Ghana Premier League. Lawyer Safuduku was asked a question on attendance. Again, Lawyer Safuduku on Kotoko resource attack any akwentuo ahodo akotoko etu. Ni nyina yentie lawyer yembo the top and yentie lawyer. Yeba na awa yetimi eden seb ni nyina to aso but personally sen kamani awa swap position a kameka say ne lawyer and some no kind especially on contract extension no ma gidie no say ade ni be eyi ne ba form enhyenkran but ebiso akotoko a lot under their sleeves and ebi on person be display cards ni nyina on the table. But let's listen to him on Fabu Census attendance and other issues. Yeba ni aba beto aso.
Lawyer na Fabu Census design
eguso
say papa na mden be okomu no amba
papa de
dem go fan zo me Fabu Census go for say
onko baby
sa ode yadwuma
Henry
ode yadwuma o wadwuma ne ya me ka o yadwuma sa Fabu Census no cut down mun kan wa say mo
Fabu Census obiye ni ho football fraternity ma oni Fabu Census ma say
ekoso
ene nyese da bia
wa ni ato no ani hu
nyese da bia ni be kan say because bibia wo online so information now
into the registration no
ya bia mu a ya won nipa o mo na mo ye obia so a wo ntimi nya sa kwan so online de so na be so o ya tama ne ba bia bia se du no yetimi nkasa kasa ba bia so o ya ya me kan say a bit disappointing numbers na inya no enya de esoni
ewo de hu
in terms of numbers aye pe no
ewo Fabu Census
no because the expectation
is the number near saying
you have around 30,000 honum baby and the expectation is say kabare sem bia obe 100,000 now dem can say 5 citizens 10 citizens pa anka enough for now say by Ghanaian standard na anka gate process so increase ya ka Kotoko put the two together anka how ina aso
it is a Fabu Census one of the main sources are mode musica mode nyeska yetim no
oh me can say
one of the main
you mean and that is the expectation say Babe solve all other issues ama sabi on so nko yewura ho say go
just bosumi bia munya say Fabu Census mu ana am dey yetim no
well me share some the last man there it was about 60,000 so
and I say
of pa anka the expectation
I don't think na ye ka say the ubo no kofom
and the ubo no dey
na me sha say na me ka as the ubo no wo fom ehun enkomodie no a drop considerably to so mo mu na na wom on be election say on use election no ma na amount for interest you heard it there was a conversation but say they say no so ya asem ani kwan say kamudia trade
say your cost should be all hands on deck there supporters from
obi asageze ka mo famma nkofo nye ho adwuma mamo what be say
nkomo no kosu nkomo no gaba nti yesterday na
okay
in fact you were plans to say you be con business way more than this hunu
okay
so you pa
no and they said na kan
na catch them but ni na is kasem ni is kasem
o dey is kasem so say
edu ba bia on en kan kure edu ba bia ehwe adwuma na oboye no na onko no nsapan ase
no I'm not example the man any credible advertising agency once you are credible you can work for 6 months before you pay.
So the good thing is that
my professionals.
Yeah, marketing.
Oh, my man.
Outfit no young woman. So unia.
Okay.
So unia what you can do.
Now no or pray me.
No
pray me. I'm na you go di fufu. I'm so there. Just fufu sem na unia.
And the hamon neti mo no. Omo re other ways ah. With improve.
Munya la munya ntem.
Promotion because
na fe
game changer.
Yanko basake no. E dey na see as the coach say my matches na obi na suggest say matches na to asododo Sunday Wednesday
in fact say no crowd nka na ha bi ni pi ba wo hwe bo distance ni me call some aboni bi bus no spend about 8 hours because of the nature of the road you try 4x4 you spend about 4 hours atama from there no almost spend 1 or 2 days Sako Masaka wants to take about 5 hours. Indeed, and yeah, dear president. So, can prepare dear clearly wounds the boys no and funny is a cry. A way hand baby cry dear. Get me would do for me. But from whichever angle you will be a loose match, and yet a disappointing. The good thing is to create all the decent chances in a game. But scoring just like any other club. We are. Na asconding in almost. Indeed, I think. Oh, no, they always had the argument we have. Players will continue to come and go. And they just put that issue.
So, because a good man was a striker in you.
We say have strikers.
Okay.
Those who are going must be your time. Come was in, Johnson was only now. But yeah, review of team situation. You say hi. Say the next window no say be here say
biem
1 or 2 bet me oh no e do ba bi atama we share the injury list about 12 players on the injury list I got the papa you say binum there a short term but I say more of them no e dey a better chance no matimi aba and no dey o can say who some players to be o bet here another boy
okay
looking at the circumstances
obviously I think we need to extend seek an external medical help for our injured players. Where is the physical trainer? Do you have video and I know all of that? Now, Doctor Fonio.
No, any medical team no share regularly. Now the woman can say. Ejima no mo no mo yo. Omo ne other colleagues. Omo nyina nso knowledge in that field no coordinate. The medical team dey say for official purpose.
Seka so de chita for university na because wonya chansem na okeka no. Na wontimi. Problem no e bro ne so. Enya ma ya Ashanti region chairman am the support the Baba Stadium. And am we see me be national chairman. Me make sure say the support. Enya abro mo so. E bi ade ne nam no nye Ashanti region national circle so he support the chairman adwuma.
Ne omodwuma ne say bi.
Okay.
Omodwuma ne say o da supporters ano na wontimi organize omo Match Stadium. Then what are they doing?
Say abro omo so.
Let us say it is not their mandate again.
Abro omo so. Baby e do ni there.
Oh, but they have a role to play.
Yes, when the top ready to make changes. Then omo yes ade na ade ne be attractive. Ma mo so na mo work for no. Mo so mo ko na mo ko ton a amanfo som na mo to maba no maba beta mochi. Enti lawyer ba Sunday nka Kotoko ne me de ma anya hwe kura no. Anka on a normal day, born your time by 3:30. My mirror had you.
Because the other 3:30.
Because the other 3:30 no problems.
The women go advertise will be
the women advertise will be too full.
You
may see for one. You be too full. Okay, say little competition there. Share. So who you BBA? And so we join us annual man. Arsenal and Chelsea near 4:30. And I was to match you at 3:30.
As I said, no one says no one knows you.
Two teams on almost supporters, but lawyer.
But the can say, and two look at him on two baby.
Yeah.
They say,
all things, no.
Baby, I have a no. So, move to four, say 6,000, 8,000 Ghana. And I'm with the big numbers of fraud lights, no. I'm to the mobile Lucina Riano, Mubenian and Numra.
They be on 4:30 now.
No, you come back.
No, maybe 6:30 Samuel.
Now go to match near 7
and 8 to cry.
Now you want to be on 40.
No people will come. You go to 1 10 and say, and you may matches no.
40
lawyer name, and you may matches near Kazan no. And no matches no mobile chain the Bonaria. I didn't see as if we say 8,000 6,000.
About 10,000.
The two any power will lose one who Bonaria, never Bonamre, not any panababa. So to why not? So I say. Sometimes every hour quite anymore you might blame management. But you and your more go any same to
national crisis.
Resources now only limited.
Management.
Yeah, there's a chance say. There's a chance say. The me makase we to Kotoko until say how yes it's a management that but you should say
can they woman in this present day Ghana.
But management cannot throw their hands in.
And just we are doing here and I'm saying, sir.
We are not just say you have accepted that it is your responsibility. Now, we
can't be
I think even time there should be people there to see the affairs of the club.
But it's not automatic.
Supporters are major stakeholders.
It's not automatic, lawyer. Say, I'm a supporter. Agreed. Obi Owa, he's paying the Fabu Census, but on stadium order. Such people, you want to get them to the stadium. Or did to me a support and to the Bosumi be able to 50-100.
So the numbers
but never be mammy quine and mammy mass stadium.
So the numbers
so it's up to you to convince such a person to make it an agenda. So they need to be an background and management.
And I'm saying say the numbers now you want as in the Kotoko family. Any number can run in here stadium. And it's very difficult.
Not an difficult.
Let me say, I take it that national dam. National crisis, you know, because ball share. I do level be a. As I say, a man in a. Yes, you find a serious issue. You address.
You be addressing. It's just say you admit that there's a solution. See, you had near quadra. Who did to say there's a way out?
Of course.
And lawyer,
I goes beyond the
Mukokota, a case number 2 a 1 versus 19 Why is it that elsewhere people are watching the game and they are not watching Ediano? That is the gap. That is what also I'm finding out.
And I'm saying that you can't compare the economies of the.
And then you should also have for one aspect. Economy is just one.
A major determining factor.
Your woman was Kamuma Stadium.
A major determining factor.
It's whether it's major or the best among them. I'm saying that economy is just one. What for your woman was but there are people who are paying for Fabu Census hundreds, but 20 is on ma.
And if a major issue is resolved in the impact to other factors.
Any economy. Ukrawunya research be to know this kind of money.
No, so say it.
When they see this, be a crab tobacco board in channel.
Tama.
They are unum beer, omunum near my 2 years come and guess. They don't come. A satisfaction they derive from coming. And I'm saying, I see why they are not coming near Sobo.
Satisfaction, no? And they say, as a man, you be invested in our football.
When you blast
for example, my cash was an annual boy. It took me 4 hours. Maybe I had to go to a shop mechanic. And I spent about 3,000. Nipasena, Sequania. I could have used
the
and all those places in Kahubi.
So that was it. Just starting number 1. Contract extension. Lawyer, meaning so careful with his words. Are you sure these players knowing say Okufri Obeji signing on fee, Okufri Obeji will agree to extend with the promise deal back to Bemanako?
Well, I think Kotoko as a club finds itself in a very precarious situation. Baby, I'm not true. True. Because so but we have contractual agreements with players. And Niama Dinasa quite difficult. They say, I said, more contracts, they are multiple. in their numbers.
Nyabako.
And Yabako and Yamilu. And near some money hours, they are key figures within the club. Among in our virtually status.
Yeah.
We got Kamara, Samba, Ablo,
yeah,
Peter Midwakwa, Papaya, yeah. They are most of things.
I say, Baba, I am the uncredited and said, I can't want some.
What I say?
I say,
who said Samba, ni Amidu, ni Kamara, then
By Yaya Baba.
Yes, said Baba thought there have been times he has been placed on the bench.
Yeah.
And there have been times injury Abana Fanti, yeah, she don't who consistently within the club. And the problem is, let's take player like Peter Midwakwa. When you deal about management and mananpo. Now imagine the contract Banewi. Na club na baba okay. Yes, yet you see. In himself contract in Banewi. Kapeni. Se deal be ba ebema wako. Player no bejuno mi no.
See ebema na kono.
Obejuno mi no. Gona junior me say initially e be ba emo amamanko. Nti je na mo be wo so agina so e catch me say men signing a different deal ba mo be ba mako. Na nye bia se deal na eba so nkra e betimi aye ti set exact like near me war from the first one na Gona Amidu Jeno, it was Augsburg, Germany, and Germany at least Liga and map young talent the platform
technically
and probably ebinu se ka ana play na nkasa unu se ko timi koya ka by now ka ebia ne development na koso ebia ka by now he would have been knocking on the doors of the Black Stars.
Yeah.
But opportunity na mamba. So ebia se deal bi kwa betimi aba entimi nkoye favorable destination be boa mani football na career na ide akoni for biti se Samba. And also at least Ghana Premier League na mana gaining prominence.
Elevating.
But se moves bi beba destination ben e hono be boa ne career e be man career kosoro e be ma yatini din e be ma ebia e hono kwa hu se okay se ebia ne national team go hu se okay ye will play bia oye Samba obobo wa anti yemfa eni nkono so yemfa no national team.
You look at all those factors.
Ningina be bas on the field of play. So contractual issues na ma team now precarious situation and Pempi I think I have problems with regards to how said ye sign a place.
You don't subscribe to the 2 years now.
Yes, it contract in a year short to the door. Herbert started giving 5 years and yet just for a reason say for nothing but cohesion because some players long years no more botcha and my cohesion chemistry in terms of play.
They are building something. Consistency here, Juma.
But so what's any player 2 years? Maybe 2 years in the first season, second season, who's in the power, who's in none contact Ibani. 1 year like no coffee. And play being so and you be no being trim fine. So okay, club, you are more boy. My men sign a contract. Said the Bay almost over Tommy the Ajiska, and you beyond the Benyasa trim fine. And my club no ever in a very precarious situation. So in this club, in this situation, Emma terms no, our players no.
Got advantage of the players.
Yes, and mind you, now players, the power play of players, and so Abasro player bet me decided say more, on to me hey Dembele or Dortmund or see me tia, me more one to me on come abasa ming bo. The club was forced to sell him. What you say? You want Wissa or Brentford? Obviously, gonna be more. Me more. Montomi man Newcastle. Alexander Isaac. On see me more. Montomi come Liverpool. Fi na Brentford. Monton. You want Wissa or free your Newcastle Isaac on so Newcastle at money. So the player no on also power
more under contract.
That's it.
Time no woman no.
Yes.
Now the idea 6 months.
Now for you maybe a bit me about a club no only agents be an clubs we do come see. I even pre-contractual agreement
sign.
It went to play. So the club find itself in a very, very, very difficult situation.
Just
honestly,
because players.
Contractual issues, they cannot no anya botrekaka. We were told to be on team blame players in the match. anye bia ye football no sika ye tua in terms of football e wo fem
for other aspect yes. Man so be 10,000 now the
yes obi be ka say bia but in terms of football e wo fem because you have for ne wo Ivory Coast no ne Ethiopia and then player to me free Ghana League no ko Ethiopia within 1-2 years ne aka say we see die me want to high common kwa so it's about time we elevate our football make sure say sika mem yentua players ke yi am kobani sa yentimi maintain the better players
and no lawyers have football so say based on your records, the last Kotoko give on boy a younger process. Kotoko did not even make 15,000 Ghana cedis. So lawyer is also saying that 10,000 is a major source of income inflow. In the end, then a place where we keep for muka send ye chita for the penal.
First of all, in league na nkasa banafo. And then so obed me sorry say make us some way. A lot of Ghanaians don't know Ghana Premier League players.
Of course.
A lot of
we have Champions League, vibe and Ukruma and say Ghana for per ball, but Omon said I'm paying the no.
Yeah, any yenti no mompe. Go be see den energy. Chelsea a share basa na on nam streets na manfo pussy ye twi mumume abebunu yi matade o team fifre. No ne nam ye tunyum. Bye bye ya haye de mu fa. Unim se omo te ben stadium cry it be ba say game ba so omunim
ebinim
yeah.
Nze bia o se bia few people eba and otun say sai ne kwa
then e wo ha o nyina akui
na ko ba ne say na yento players papa yentimi nya good players nya result na even ya wo season akotokokora nya result still among fonko season na mbela e mo vege na banging the goals na yon pon satan Kotoko was scoring, they were beating teams left right center but still no kra na man forma so eno a culture. Now we lack fan culture. Like, I say we've been like tear home from the game. They've been far away from the game because yeke so bet to the bia uka ebinum nso wo ha omo hu se omo hwe game no nso nka o de Sunday Kotoko ne me de amebo game near 4 o'clock. Sunday, Arsenal and Chelsea game near 4:30.
Some way about.
Game.
Then people were suggesting to lawyers and I could come on and they were also looking at the cost involved.
That's it. Because my European culture, football culture, na ure muama. Say young football ni di atunche. Because if it don't now, like you see say insult. So because say on tenefi. On Jaifie tena non ko stadium non ko Kotoko mi wa Arsenal ni Chelsea e ko so obi wa ko kasa he feel say insult man udinate so attendance ni dey say betimi aba so pa dey there ehia massive attention anya special care
ni nyina ntu ye hu si wo say
yes
starting kakra share the aba
yes na ye bo league ni na enya rewse say coach krati me ko another club o de enya Kotoko asem ni eka but club a ono so oni Kotoko ebo no so ka Ghana league na coach akwa ye djuma a certain club just for 20 days oba betu na num tu say players in a common ko na
20 days on do hu ye him crash in 20 days
na just say ye bo football na say ye football and omo ye football no so
omo mfa
nothing has happened
like quiet about
it
it is a broader issue.
Yes, media maka same way maka. Our football administrators, ehun say omo ye footballers in fever.
When they sign players.
But yes.
So a banner na player maybe at that time we hear more. Bobo 1 year, 2 years no be bigger.
Nti am same way. One of the main reasons as I say in league no who the best of players. First no, say Obed the best of players need to me rise be boy league ne kakra before say beton.
Yeah, beton.
But almost within young age, they are transfer mo dey akwa abuchi.
Say Division 2 for you know who quite to a
That's it. Now they have agents, Division 2, Division 1, those academies. Obi wa class say Obeba Premier League and or first second division.
That is becoming the new normal, which is not supposed to be so.
Obeba Onya. And they are cashing in. It means you could be our Tony guy, you are $200,000. They are making it.
Will it get better? Will we get there?
It will get better if we sit up. But how do we sit up? We need proper football administrators.
Kotoko Imc on Sunday.
Yeah.
What is other you
a tough one.
I mean, I don't know, it's a Saturday in Kibit
Media have been good this season. And how a midfield play now, it's been strong. Prince Usu, Salim Adams, and of course, Derek Fojomo, Kevin Nkrumah also on the sidelines, leading the lines. And I think the media have been solid. Mubarak Yusuf at the back. Felix Che has rediscovered his shape. Yes, he's back. And Coach Ibrahim Tanko has been doing a massive one. And when the media man saw a club, when they come to Kumasi, they really give Kotoko a good run for their money. So we no nema game honestly, a one fine gamer. I think say football, local football loving fans. A person will be happy. A very tough one on Sunday.
Me push you and I enter Saturday.
A very tough one.
All right, that is the conversation. Last Afuduku on our part, a lot of issues not pointing out. And then you have a trap and same with the Amakoro team now. And now more there were questions. Well, this is what happened. There was Akoto, there was Census, and also Nana Penkra Kwesiewa. Choban K5 Alexander Menu, another NCC executive, Mr. Emmanuel Kumi, aka Dachehene. He was the leader of delegation in Tienra. A brand new live and question there, said, Kotoko penning for Shedan Ditim Nechi. It turns out that is not really so. Penning for a but game Nankasa de Ebeton Saturday with videos and other things. But Coach Karim Dito Ejumaye said Sunday to Tunyoma Ye from Asante Koroko. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.